So there's no better time than the now, really. I had a drop in today to do a little diary vlog kind of thing, and I've just finished chanting, and I'll get into why in just a minute. I've just finished chanting, I've pulled my cards, I'm just gonna blow this out. I've ordered myself a matcha, darling. Well, actually two, one large, one small, because I like that size in my cup. And now I'm here. And as I was chanting, I had this download to start a vlog, and it's just gonna be like this. I'm not gonna fucking edit or do anything like that. I can't be fucked for any of that, to be honest with you. I've got better things to do with my time. You can get the energy from this. But essentially, let's set context. Let's start this just a little bit. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Mel M. Rubin. I've been on my journey for 9 years now. Be 9 years next month. Ooh, that's so much fun. 9 years next month. Wow. And to be honest with you, I've been bored with the online marketing space for a long while. I started in 2017, and I would say in 2020 I really started to get bored with the type of content that I was doing. And then I realized that actually it can be so much more than online business, create freedom, because that's where I came from. And essentially where I'm at now, and I'll go into that in a bit more detail, but where I'm at now and why I'm deciding to start doing this is because I'm so over this whole content creation strategy, performative, needing to show up, algorithm, all of that shit. I don't really want to have to think about it. I just want to fucking enjoy my life and build community and rise together with my tribe. That is literally all I want to do. And in that process, show up in my medicine and magic to teach my tribe. I don't want to have to prove myself on social media as to whether I'm worthy or not, or like convince people, come join me. I can't be arsed. So I feel like this is perfect. This vlog style flex is a perfect strategy for me, because I can just talk and talk, and I love talking, especially about this water machine right here. Fucking love talking. I love sharing what I'm going through, what I'm learning, and it allows me to process without anyone just marrying or whatever, like, and not everyone in my life does. However, sometimes, most of the time, I'm just sharing because it helps me process. And this is a great way for me to do that for you and me on a daily basis. We all get to rise together, right? I'm very good at processing things, like right there in the spot. And when, right there on the spot, should we say. And when I first started my journey, I would share my process on my social. And this is what I was thinking about earlier. It's like the evolution of the content creation journey, right? Like when I first started my journey, I was just starting, didn't fucking know anything. So I had to show up regularly so I could start building that muscle. And I can do it, but it's not where I'm at now, you know? I don't need to do it, and I've let go of that feeling and need to prove myself as well. Like that was a thing that I had to work through for sure. But yeah, essentially, even though I'm 9 years in, I'm starting from scratch, quote unquote, from an elevated perspective, it's the sacred spiral. You see that spiral in the background? Heart center. It's a sacred spiral. And yeah, I've been in the social media high ticket affiliate marketing space, like I said, for 9 years, and this is the space that I'm rooted in, that my flag is planted. I'm getting a fucking tree or 6 planted in my name. I'm that fucking dedicated. And at the same time, I'm starting again because I'm building a movement with just me in the movement right now, which is really fun. And that's also been a lot for me to work through with my ego, because I've been in this process. Of refinement for around 2 years. Stopped working with my organisation around 2 years ago. And I was still showing up, but the way that I'm looking at it now is I was in protection mode, and also I was in divine protection by my angels and guides, because for me to lead the movement that I came here to lead, I needed to go through, grow through, ascend through, evolve through everything that I did over the last 2 years, and at the same time build the foundations that I've built in the systems and the ecosystems and the processes that I've built. So it's all been perfect. But essentially, I ain't fucking new to this, bruv. Yeah, I might be new building my YouTube channel. I'm currently at 688 subscribers. Let's pray that grows. I'm calling in tribe. We're fucking rising together. But I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this social media journey. I'm not new to this visibility journey. I'm not new to this spiritual journey. My spiritual journey started unbeknownst to me when I started this journey. Actually, before, my spiritual journey started when I sorted my matcha out. I'm just standing here talking. Wait, let me have some matcha. Cheers. Good morning, good evening, good day to you. Hope you have a wonderful one, wherever you are in the world. Let me know when you're at where you're at in the world, by the way, if you're watching. I want to drink this before I go outside. So, where was I? I can't remember where I was. I'm not new to this. My spiritual journey started a few months actually before I started my conscious life creation journey. This is what I call it, conscious life creation, because we create our life, whether consciously or unconsciously. And the idea is to create our life consciously, because then we can create whatever the fuck we want and we can have a great time while we're at it. So yeah, my spiritual journey started in the April of 2017, and then my conscious life creation journey started in the July. And I mean, I've been really deep into my spiritual work, definitely since 2020, since I came to Bali. But I was also practicing before that, when the first 2 books that I read on my business personal development journey, my whole journey, got me into energetics and the laws of the universe and spirituality. So that's when I started to become really aware of it. And then throughout the process of unraveling, essentially I've moved through all the shit that we need to move through to raise our awareness and create integration, masculine and feminine, light and dark, all that. Ego deaths over and over and over again into the heart. Yeah, it's been a fucking journey. It's been a journey, and it's continual. It's continual. But yeah, I'm at a space now where I'm getting over my fear of being seen, which actually is quite funny, because I used to have, if you knew me back then, or if you have a look through my my channel, I used to have bright pink hair and shaves here and at the back as well. I am still covered in tattoos, but I had piercings. I had a big smiley, tongue piercing, lip piercing. Yeah, so this fear of being seen is very interesting for me because I was very then. However, I went through a whole process of experiencing the sister wound and the witch wound on a not very nice end, which caused a lot of heartbreak. And it was a time for me, yeah. So I had to work through those sister and witch wounds, and that put me in my cave and created this fear of being seen. Which I'm getting over. Like, that story's not even mine anymore. I let go of it. So yeah, now I'm here. I've been going through this whole process literally over the last 2 years, shedding shame around the money story that I've moved through over the last year, around about a year, yeah, but there's been a lot that's been happening over the last few months. I've really been pushed to my edge in all of the ways to really stand in this role that I came here to play, that we're doing right now. And yeah, now I'm here. I've been guided to do a vlog, which I'm already enjoying, because I don't want to fucking show up trying to prove myself and, oh, this is what I know, this is what I can teach you, oh, sure, and 5 ways to do this. I can't be fucked. I've done all of that in my ecosystem. I'd just prefer to get to know you here. We can create community here, and I'll share what comes up and what I'm moving through every day. Some videos might be 11 minutes long, some videos might be 20 minutes long, some videos might be 5 minutes long. Really all depends on where I'm at on the day. However, I do endeavour, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Well, I did, I write poetry. But anyway, I endeavour to show up every day, and this is also a huge part of me building trust back up with myself too. Because, like I said, the way I used to show up in my content was very different. It's been very different over the years, and now I'm at a space where, like, I want to document. I'm not really in the feeling to write every day. I'd rather share and speak, and at the same time, it's definitely more beneficial for you to connect with me in that way because of how multidimensional and dynamic I am in that sense, and that cannot always be ascertained over writing. And I know that my energy is very penetrating. If you know anything about the human design, I'm a 5-1 reflector, and I also have gate 38. Sometimes it's called gate of friction, sometimes the gate of provocation. But essentially, I'm a walking, talking activator. And for people who know their shadow, and for people that are doing the work in that sense, it's amazing. It's medicine. It's great. You know, I've done enough work to fucking know myself and communicate and hold space and support and not take things personally. But then there's people that are not doing the work, and it's not fun. It's not fun for them, and it's certainly not fun for me. And I pray for their healing, but these are not people that I allow into my life these days. And fortunately, I don't really experience that too much anymore anyway, because of the frequency shifts that I've been on. However, that was a huge part of this fear of being seen, is experiencing that, because I know that there are going to be people that are going to be meh, meh, meh. And it's fun because I've recently had that happen to me over the last few months, and the length, the distance that I've come in respects to how I respond to them and how it affects me, it's been really beautiful to witness internally that shift. So yeah, right, let me finish this and I'll take you outside, and then we're already at 15 minutes. Oh, I love matcha. So I drink matcha, as we know, and I stopped drinking coffee and chose to move to matcha. Oh, Bin's full. Cleaner's coming today. I'm so grateful. So I moved from matcha to... No, I moved from coffee to matcha in 2024, 2 years ago. Actually, around about this time when I went to our 50th year anniversary in Japan. Oh, that's fun. It's our 52nd year anniversary this year. Pow, pow, pow. Don't test us. Making moves, bro. So, yeah, I started drinking matcha because for women it's much better for our bodies and our hormones. And coffee has mold in it, and that's why it dehydrates us, and some other things. I was just like, no, just for the taste. I don't want to be drinking that every day. So yeah, I decided to go to matcha, and I have matcha now. I have a coffee every now and again when I feel called, but I didn't drink it for maybe about a year and a half. Anyway, so yeah, you've got some space there to get to know me a little bit. I mean, I could talk for hours, and I'm also very, like, I don't really want to go over 30 minutes for these shares, should we say. But essentially, this is where I'm at now. I don't want to, it doesn't feel good for me. And it's really, really important that my business feels good, right? And this is what I'm all about, especially as a reflector, right? I'm not about hustle. I'm not about trying to be something I'm not and blah. And, you know, I teach in my ecosystem. I teach in my containers. I don't really want to show up on YouTube teaching and guiding. I already do that. I even do that. I just do that day to day when I'm with my tribe, you know, because it's just natural. So what feels good for me is for me to just share what I'm going through, share what's coming up for me, sharing my process. It's like the title that came to me was A Day in the Life of a Reflector Building a Movement from Scratch. But that's very long-winded. But this is the whole point of this. It's like, okay, cool. So I've been on my journey for 9 years. I've gone really, really deep into it, and I've built all of the systems and the process, and I'm a seasoned community builder. I'm a seasoned leader. I've built communities, I've led calls for hundreds of people. I've built my own systems, I've built my own training, my own courses. I've done it. I've done it. And now I'm building it all again from scratch, quote unquote, amidst all of the resource and the tools that I've created, that I've been made available, and also all of the years of showing up for me and my business and all of that jazz. Amidst all of that, I'm starting from scratch in the sense of I haven't been working with my community or my organisation for around 2 years because of the deep spiritual work that I've been doing. And for me, it's very important to work with people that are in alignment and that move with integrity and that can, what's the word? And that can move through hard things as well, you know? Because through this process of building something together, because this is what we're going to be doing when you come and work with me, is we're building a movement, we're building a community, we're building a culture, right? And yeah, I'm first and foremost moving with that, but it's not just me, you know. I'm calling in my tribe that feel the vibe, that feel the mission. And what's the mission? The mission is true health, true freedom and sovereignty for everyone involved, and we all get to create that in our own unique way, and we all get to choose what that looks like and what that feels like. And for me, it's really, really important that I honour myself in all of the ways of feeling good about every area of my business. And who's at the door? Oh, it's open! I think it's my cleaner. I'm sure it's my cleaner. It's open! Come on. come in. Buka. Oh no, it's not open. Okay, 1 second. This is my cleaner. I forgot that I locked the door. 1 second. Pause. Back. So, yeah, what was I saying? For me, as a reflector, it's really important that every asset and facet of my business feels good, and that really does include the people that I work with. And as many of us are doing, I rose up out of a frequency that matched toxicity and trauma that's normalized within our society. I came from that being weaved into my family to then be divinely protected. I think, when was it? I was 20. It keeps coming up. I must learn when. But I think 2014. Yeah, 2014 or 2015 was when I was able to move out of my familial home and start to band away. And, you know, my family are great. I love my family. Honour them so much. I'm so grateful for them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be me. For everything, all of it, the good, the bad, the happy and the sad, all of the relationships, all of the people. And at the same time, there's a lack of alignment in values, and there's certain things that I will not tolerate. And it's been a process of distancing myself to the point where now, recently, I've just blocked all of them on social media. Because, yeah, it's for me, open, honest, transparency, communication is key. And connection is key, and understanding is key, and curiosity is key. And my family are amazing people, and at the same time they haven't taken the time to really get to know me, and they're projecting whatever stories are coming up and talking between themselves and not coming to speak to me or get to know me. They're just focusing on past version of self that they thought they knew that they didn't even know anyway. So it's been a really deep journey for me, in that sense of refining myself, so I am no longer a match for these types of energies, and so that I shared everything that was allowing that and calling that in. And this most recent realization that I had with my family was this need to be seen and heard and acknowledged by them, which they're not in a place to do for whatever reason, and that's okay. They are where they are, and I am where I am, and I get to honor myself. And this has been the journey that I've been on, especially since I started my online business in 2017, is fully honoring myself and my heart and my soul's calling and what feels good. And it's been a process of, and a huge process of that for me has been the people that I surround myself with, and especially in business as well. And whenever anyone starts their water business with me, for me it's life. Like, this is a lifetime business. I'm not going anywhere with this. This is me, flag planted, and it's my desire to really build beautiful community, not only online but also in the physical as well. Long-term vision being regenerative off-grid communities that we all fund off of the wealth that we create through this fantastic business model. And I'll put the link below for you to check out the regenerative wealth path and any other relevant links. But essentially it's been that whole process of shedding all of the accepted and normalized, conditioned and programmed toxicity and trauma that's been within me, so ultimately I'm able to show up in the best way possible, which allows for reality to shift in my favor when it comes to the experience that I have in my life. And I've been living in my own version of heaven on earth since 2020. I've been living in my freedom since 2018. because of this frequency work that I do and that I teach. And it's been a process, such a deep process of letting go of grief, of loss, of despair, of shedding, of expanding, of growing, of blooming, of anchoring, of strengthening, of refining. As much as, yes, it does get deep and dark, it's also really fucking wonderful and beautiful at the same time. So yeah, I've been going through this whole process over the last 9 years, and now I'm in this space. Like I said, I just, you know, I've got nothing to prove, and I don't fucking want to prove anything. I just want to fucking vibe with my tribe and have my tribe come. And, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. If you're where I started, or maybe a little bit before that, whatever, I have everything that you need to rise. And if you're where I'm at and you're like, I'm looking for tribe to build a movement with, this movement is true health, true freedom and sovereignty. And the beautiful thing about the regenerative wealth path, which is the business model that we have linked into the ecosystem that I've created, is it's very malleable. So if you already have a passion, a purpose, a mission that you're following, then you can easily slot it in and we can work together to do that. I'm here to support. And if not, if you're just starting, you're like, well, I do want to look for something that's going to create freedom and allow me to design my life, but I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing or why I'm here. I don't really know who I am. And at points, sometimes I don't even like myself. If you're like that, then I have everything to support you to get to where you want to go. And it's a day by day, step by step, unraveling, spiraling upwards towards everything that you came here to be, do and have. So yeah, now I'm in this space of, let's call it sacred documentation. And yeah, I'm desiring to show up daily. And I say desiring, and I really desire to add this to my devotions, because yeah, there's been things that I've wanted to do that just haven't stuck over the last few years. And I got 5 planets in Capricorn, and my North Node's in Capricorn as well, and I'm a quad left in the human design. So consistency and structure and showing up daily in consistent ways is really, really beneficial for me. However, when I think back to like really when things were just moving and grooving smoothly in every area, I was very heavily led by my masculine, and a wounded masculine at that. And the person, the woman, the being, the soul, the leader that I am today is so much different to what I was back then. So I'm working on finding a daily consistent flow that's going to be fun and enjoyable, and also allow me to build my business in the way that I desire, which is what? Ease and flow and no hustle. I'm not into that. And you know, it's been working for years. It will continue to work. I just got to find another fucking way to do it, that's all. So I typically am not editing these videos, like I said, because but something came through from just after this share that I obviously didn't share on the video, that I want to make clear. When I said, well, it's been working, it's following my guidance has been working for me, in the sense of what's right for me and how I'm always fully provided for when I do follow my guidance. My business has been stagnant over the last 2 years because of misalignment in my own energies of not owning my power and not trusting myself and not showing up in my full authenticity. In this sense, I've been keeping my brand, should we say, vanilla, because of the heartbreak that I previously experienced, like I said. However, I've always followed my guidance as to what to do, and because of that, I've been abundantly provided for, and I haven't had a job since 2018. And this is total proof that it's the universe that's our bank account when we listen to ourselves and when we follow our guidance. And there's two distinct voices, well, more than two, because our ego can bring up so many different voices from so many different people, but there's two distinct places that guidance comes from, and that's in our ego and in our heart. And our heart, I believe, is where the soul lives, and we can go into that in another video. However, through this whole process that I've been on, I have continued to follow my heart and follow my soul. And through that process, as unknown as it's been, as scary as it's been, as, oh my God, what the fuck, as it's been, I've always been fully provided for in ways that I couldn't have even consciously comprehended just in time, right? And it's been a whole process of raising up out of lack and scarcity and fear. And yeah, we're doing it. So yeah, we're in this space of expansion, of growing, of supporting, of collaborating, of coming together. And yeah, this is my little piece of the internet to share any kind of reflections and processes that come up on this journey for me in my beautiful little life over here, that I'm working on expanding, because like I said, big visions, and there's very, very many people that I desire to support on this journey, whether it be directly or indirectly. There's very many causes that I care about, that I desire to give to support, to uplift. And the more impact I make, the more income I make, which means that I'm able to support the causes and the people in the way that I desire, whilst also creating the life that I envision for my future family and for the children that I want. So yes, we're doing it. And yeah, we're getting up to 30 minutes. I feel like that's a really nice introduction. I'm gonna eat my tuna and I'm gonna drink my matcha. Really nice matcha. And of course, if you want to comment, if you want to say anything, maybe you got some questions, if there's some comments that pop up that I'm like, oh, that's cool, then yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, we're starting off pretty small, so I'll likely respond to all of the comments and bring them up on here anyway. But as we grow, darlings, as we grow and as we expand as a community, then there's only so much capacity. So yeah, I mean, how quickly can that happen? Well, let's see. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. There's a heart in the sky. And there's an X. Oh my God, that's so cool. All right, I'm going to take that as a place to leave. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow.